Greetings, Coach. Welcome to Planet Neptune. Here on Planet Neptune, we focus on dreams and imagination. I hope you can take the information back with you to Planet Earth and use it to reflect on your coaching.
Here on Planet Neptune, we look at dreams and imagination. So from Sawyer in 2006, dreams, so imagination, they said that from jazz musicians to sports coaches, they didn't know how well a spontaneous performance is until it's been performed. So similar to your imagination, to your dreams, you don't know how well they're going to be until they're actually fulfilled or at least attempted. So Santos and Morgan in 2019 said in a sporting context, if you can be imaginative and creative, then you're more likely to score. So looking at some of the pictures here, we need to stop dreaming and start doing. Coaches, whether that's coaching ideas, coaching plans, we need to just put them to the test and see if they're going to work. That is the only way we're going to see if the results will benefit our athletes. Thinking outside the box, if we stick to the stuff we know, or just stay inside that box, then the athlete's never going to understand or develop new ideas, and they might not then be able to score goals, get results, etc. And ultimately, we need to be thinking alert. We need to think of these new ideas, be that person to have that new creative idea that might work, might not work, but the only way to find out is by trying it. And there's a potential that if you try it out, the athlete can get a positive result from it. The Go-Giver. What did this book tell me about myself, about life? Well, first of all, the book is about 5 laws of stratospheric success. The first one is the law of value. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. The second law is the law of compensation. Your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. The third law is the law of influence. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Fourth law is the law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. And the last law, the law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. So what link does this have to coaching? Well, if we go through the first 5 laws, or the 5 laws of stratospheric success, the first one is the law of value. It's determined that your worth is much more when you give in value than you take in payment. So in terms of coaching, if you can give more out than you take in terms of money, then you'll be successful as a coach. You shall get more people coming towards your sessions as you will give them, your athletes, more time than you're focused about your success of your company. The second is the law of compensation. So your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. So if you can get a load of people into your sessions, and then you can build off to other branches where you can make more sessions, the more people you serve, your income will go up. But that can only happen if you give to people more than you want to take in, if that makes sense. The third law is the law of influence. So influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Similar to the start, where your worth is determined by how much more you give, if you can put other people's interests first, especially in coaching, then you'll get a much more better reaction from your athletes, as they'll feel more involved in the session, as they'll feel like you are focusing your time just on them and they can improve their performance. And then on to law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. And in coaching, I think this sums up coaching so well. So in coaching, you can only do as much as what you have because it's just you being the coach. You are the most valuable gift to offer, and they can only understand that, your athletes, as they can listen to you, as they can take information, but you are that sole responsibility of being that authenticity of a coach. And the last law is the law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. So even though you've got lots going on, if you are open or willing to hear your athletes speak or what ideas they have, you're going to be a successful coach, as they're always going to think they've got time for you, and you're a willing coach to listen to them, to be that emotional support. And I think these 5 laws of stratospheric success are very much ideal for coaching and represent coaching as a whole really, really well. So what has this book taught me about coaching? It's taught me a lot, but if I try and get down to the real points it's made me think about coaching, it's that as a coach, it's not really about how successful you are in terms of the money you make or the level you get as going up in your career. It's more about how much you can give to that other person. On that individual level, how much can you give to your athlete and how much are they going to learn from you? Because it's how much you can give out to people, because you are that coach, you are the only person that can give out information to or be in control of. So if you can give out all that information or all your real effort and drive as a coach to your athlete, then they're going to gain from that, and essentially you're going to gain from that as well, as you're going to reap the benefits of giving it out, as you're going to feel better yourself as a coach, and you'll feel better when your athlete performs much better. And I think, if anything, the success is only a side product of your own coaching. If you solely focus on being the best coach and you want to get to the highest career point and make the most money, you aren't going to be successful. But if you just focus on that one-to-one basis of you can give out as much information as a coach to that player, then that will be successful. And the side product of that, if you keep doing that, is that you will get up the ladder in your career and you will make that money as a coach.